And welcome to the 3.03 quiz for U.S. History Part B. To get to the quiz, click on the Unit 3 tab and it will expand the items that are in Unit 3 below. Click on 3.03 and then click on Begin 303 Quiz. A list of reminders will pop up for you as you come into the quiz. Remember to save your answers as you go through the quiz, and then when you reach the end of the quiz, submit for grading so that it will successfully reach me in the gradebook. Once you've finished your quiz, make sure that your grade has been marked successfully in the gradebook and is showing a score. If it is not, make sure that you contact me to see if there are any problems with the submission. This particular quiz has a total of 12 questions for 1 point each. In this video, I'm going to go through and read the questions and the answer options to you to help you with your quiz. Number 1, the stock market crash triggered the beginning of the Great Depression, the worst economic crisis in U.S. history. Which factor did not contribute to the crash? A false belief that stock prices would continue to rise, purchasing of stock on credit by individuals and trusts, overvalued stock prices, too many ordinary people owning stock. Number 2, which was a weakness in the economy and one of the causes of the Great Depression? Failure to collect income taxes, problems with home mortgages, risky banking practices, or too many people on government welfare. Number 3, which group experienced falling incomes, a credit crisis, and a poor standard of living in the years before the Great Depression began? Auto workers, bankers, farmers, or stockbrokers? Number 4, what was one impact of the stock market crash and the Depression on American society? A return to a more rural way of life, record high rates of unemployment, a trend toward larger families, government redistribution of wealth. Number 5, which of the following did not contribute to the Dust Bowl conditions in the Plain States? Overplanting of wheat, stripping of natural grasses, severe drought, clear cutting of the region's forests. Number 6, how did many Plains farmers respond to the challenges they faced during Dust Bowl conditions? They left for Carolina in hopes of starting a new life. They began using more productive farming techniques. They marched on Washington in hopes of federal assistance, or they formed cooperatives to share equipment. Number 7, what was one effect of the Great Depression on the lives of ordinary Americans? Thousands of people lived in makeshift shanty towns. America experienced increases in marriage and birth rates as fewer women had jobs, fewer people bought televisions, or more people applied for food stamps and welfare. Number 8, what did Herbert Hoover believe was the job of the government? To give people direct aid during a crisis, to regulate business, to interfere as little as possible, or to strictly oversee the banking industry. Number 9, what effect did Herbert Hoover's philosophy of government have on the federal response to the economic crisis? His belief in government oversight resulted in vast new regulatory legislation. His belief in small government led him to veto all legislative attempts to address the situation. His belief that the federal government could not give direct aid to individuals left millions without help. His belief in laissez-faire and limited government kept him from seeking any action. Number 10, which was not a response taken during the Hoover administration in an attempt to turn the economy around. Reconstruction Finance Corporation to lend money directly to banks. Relief and Reconstruction Act to create jobs through public works projects. Revenue Act to increase taxes. Family Assistance Act to provide direct monetary aid to families. Number 11, what is one reason government intervention proved necessary during the Great Depression? European markets were booming and the United States needed to keep up. Bank failures and credit problems meant spiraling unemployment, home losses, and business failures. Voters demanded intervention, or businesses wanted more government regulation. Number 12, and the last question is, why was there resistance to federal government intervention in the early years of the Great Depression? Hoover's predecessors had taken a hands-off approach to business, which he agreed with. President Hoover believed intervention would lead to communism. The public thought the economy would recover quickly and didn't want government involvement, or the state and local government agencies were adequate in meeting the needs of their citizens. This brings us to the end of your 3.03 quiz. Please again make sure to save your answers as you go and submit for grading at the end. If you have any questions at all or need any help, please contact me. Good luck on your quiz.